Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. That's weird saying howdy in a pirate accent. Avast ye, scurvy dogs, and welcome to more D&D. Howdy, everybody. Welcome on in. I hope you guys are having a good day, a good Thursday. We're back with the Fates campaign, season 1, episode 35, The Evening Tide. That was my attempt at a pirate accent. If you haven't been watching my Assassin's Creed Black Flag streams, you'll hear it more there. I don't know a lot of phrases I should have learned to use with a pirate accent, but I know avast ye, scurvy dog, and like land ho and shit like that. But today it's time for Dungeons and Dragons, y'all. That's basically it. Now I know there's other phrases. Like what does Edward say? It's like, let's get some singing, you trumps or your trups or traps. I don't know. It's some word with a T. I don't know. Fucking big up. But let's go ahead and get into the episode here. Unmute that. What audio should I use? Do we just have like a ocean kind of? We don't have any wet cave. Okay. Ocean coast, ocean side. Sure. Sounds wet. Players! Howdy, howdy, howdy.
DM, howdy.
Hello.
Hello.
How are we all doing today?
I had breakfast for dinner.
Nice.
We're doing good. I made it.
Breakfast for dinner is always good.
I'm eating my dinner.
Nice. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are thrilled.
I was so confused when I opened up Tabletop Sim and I didn't see a map of Cormier.
No. You're on the ship.
Forgot. I was like, oh no, what happened? Did we die? Oh no.
Y'all died. But let's go ahead and get into some narration. The Dragonmere has always belonged to the night. Not because the sun abandons it, but because the water remembers a language spoken only by moonlight. The Veiled Quill glides effortlessly across the dark waters, her crimson sails full beneath a steady southern wind. The rhythmic creak of timber and the gentle pull of rope against mast have become the heartbeat of the voyage. Behind her, Marsimber is gone. The city's lanterns have long since disappeared beyond the horizon, leaving only memory where familiar streets once stood. Ahead, nothing but open water. The Dragonmere stretches endlessly beneath the sky, untouched by smoke or stone. Countless stars shimmer overhead, mirrored perfectly upon the sea below, until it becomes impossible to tell where the heavens end and the waters begin. Above it all, the moon hangs full, brilliant. Its silver reflection stretches across the Dragonmere like a road leading toward places yet unseen. Crew members move quietly about the deck. A lantern is trimmed, a sail adjusted, a knot tightened. Captain Elira Ashcombe stands near the helm, with one hand resting lightly upon polished oak, her gaze fixed upon the southern horizon. she says little. She doesn't need to. Every member of her crew already knows their duty. Some of you remain upon the deck, watching the wake disappear into darkness. Others linger below, settling into unfamiliar quarters, while the gentle rocking of the ship reminds you that solid ground now lies many miles behind you. For the first time in weeks, there are no explosions, no investigations, no desperate chase through the city streets. Only the wind, the sea, and each other. Captain Elira finally breaks the silence. Without turning from the horizon, she says, "Enjoy the calm while it lasts. The Dragonmere has a habit of introducing strangers." A small smile crosses her lips before she returns her attention to the waters ahead. The voyage has begun.
Okay, so who's seasick already? Gotta ask.
I guess it's Tonkai.
Huh?
Well,
Have any of us traveled by sea before?
Possibly Artorias at some point. We don't know yet.
Definitely not material plane seas, that's for sure.
before we get into who's seasick, Captain Elira steps away from the helm. Her boots sound softly against the weathered deck as she approaches each one of you. Get you guys in a group. And for a moment, she's just kind of studying you guys, looking at each of you. Nothing suspicious, just kind of professional. Just be like, it's kind of like she's committing every face that's on board to her memory. She's offering respectful nods. She says, "Oh, thought it was about time we met properly." She's gonna extend a gloved hand toward herself as she introduces herself. "Captain Elira Ashcombe, master of the Veiled Quill. Welcome aboard." She's gonna gesture around the deck. "You'll find we're not the fastest ship on the Dragonmere, nor the prettiest." You hear one of her sailors, "Speak for yourself, Captain." They all start laughing. She kind of just shakes her head and sighs. "But we've yet to leave anyone behind." She's gonna point to various members, starting with Brother Orin. It's a middle-aged man with kind eyes, and gives a small bow, weathered lute slung comfortably over one shoulder. Brother Orin, cook, musician, priest when the gods are listening. You see Orin grin, and occasionally all three at once. Mama Brina, a broad-shouldered older woman, wipes flour from her hands before waving. Mama Brina, quartermaster, if you need blankets, extra food, or someone to remind you to eat. She'll find you before you find her. Brina kind of smiles warmly. Nobody goes hungry on my ship. Old Finn, an elder sailor, raises 2 fingers from where he's repairing fishnets. His beard seems older than some kingdoms. Old Finn, boatswain, has forgotten more about sailing than most captains ever learned. Old Finn just chuckles. "Still remember enough." Continues. Brother Hallwyn, a younger man wearing the simple robes of Ilmater, nods politely. Medical satchel resting beside him. Brother Hallwyn, surgeon, healer, miracle worker if you ask the crew. Hallwyn smiles. Let's hope you don't. She points to 2, Oriel and Chillin. Near the bow stand 2 sailors working together to coil a heavy rope. They move almost instinctively around one another, never speaking, never colliding, simply knowing. Elira takes notice and smiles. Oriel, the young woman looks up with a cheerful wave, and chillin' gives a sheepish salute. If you ever need to know how to keep smiling after 11 years aboard the same ship, ask one of them. Oriel is seen bumping Chillin's shoulder. He laughs. Captain Elira folds her hands behind her back once more. You'll meet the rest as the voyage goes on. While you're aboard the Veiled Quill, you're under my protection. Respect my crew, respect the sea, and if either tells you not to touch something, especially the sea, listen. She turns to leave before stopping. Without looking back, she says, oh, one more thing. The Dragonmere decides who gets their sea legs. Let's see what it thinks of you. Go ahead, everybody make a con save.
Not a charm?
No, it's not a charm.
I always ask.
23.
Nice.
If
Strong.
my party is close to me, they can add the +4.
A 12 then.
Nice.
I guess we're all together, so 23 plus 4, 27.
Nice.
28.
Nice.
17.
Nice. Nobody failed. DC wasn't that high yet.
Oh, thank God.
You all quickly are finding your balance. The rhythm of the ship begins to make sense. You may not be sailors, but you're not embarrassing yourself either. Nobody got a
Seriously,
natural
it's so
20, right?
wonderful. No.
Okay. You guys have, it is still evening. You guys can walk about the ship, talk to whoever you want to talk to. This is going to take 3 days, unless somebody rolls for a storm. We're not going to roll any encounters now, because it is the evening. We'll wait till after you guys take your long rest.
But we've already started sailing.
Yes, you have already started sailing. You're heading towards Teziir, crossing the Dragonmere.
Okay.
Question of the day, as always, can I feel sage yet?
Nope.
One of these times the answer will be yes.
Hopefully.
These are what I'm on the map. These are the cross sections of the same boat, right?
Correct. Yeah, cross sections of the ship. You all will be staying mostly in like the separate rooms. Here. You're not gonna be. This is gonna be the cruise room. There's more. There's more than there's drawn here, but you know, it is what it is. It's a big ship. Keep that in mind.
And is it like night, or is it like just past sunset, or?
It is now. It is like 9 o'clock. I will say you do see some of the crew getting something together. Looks like they're hanging things up. They're doing something. You're not sure what though.
Okay.
Right in her room.
I'm just gonna head to the bow and just if there's like some sort of like barrel or a seed or something, he's gonna take just a seed and like kind of watch the ocean as like he's basically like watching ahead.
Sure.
Biscuit's gonna fly up and like look up on like one of the posts up here.
Nice.
It's like this is like this like dog, dog window in a car. It's just like the like times 100 of that.
Okay.
Just him just like facing the wind as in the ocean.
Okay.
Cawpy's gonna pretty quickly start ignoring the people on the ship, and he's just gonna go and find a little like corner to sit in, maybe over by the steps on the deck.
Sure.
And he's gonna pull out some of his supplies to just do a little bit of arts and crafts.
Okay.
He's gonna pull out the cloth that he purchased at the store, and he's gonna tear it into. Well, he's gonna tear maybe like 5 or 6 strips off of it. Just like a 1 to 3 inch strips, and he's gonna tear off like a larger kind of square. And he's going to pull out the ink that he purchased, and he's gonna start dyeing it black with the ink.
Okay.
And then he's gonna take that square piece and he's gonna tie it over his head like a little bandana. And he's going to take one of the strips and tie it like across his face over his eye. One of his eyes.
Okay.
And that's what he's gonna be spending his time doing.
Nice.
I'm sorry, I didn't get the. You said it was a priest of Ilmater. What was his name again? Sorry, I missed that.
The priest of Ilmater. Go back.
Or using at least simple robes of Ilmater.
Brother Holwyn.
Okay. I'll do.
You said his name's Holwyn, or is that would Araneth recognize that name from one of the books he bought, or was it Holwyn?
Holwyn. Halwen.
Okay, because I remember one of the books I got was that Meditations of Brother Holwyn with a V.
Yeah, no, this is Holwyn.
Okay, just making sure. I was gonna say, if I meet the guy that wrote the book, oh shit.
Dun, dun, dun.
Immediately going to talk to her.
Anybody else gonna do anything?
I'm not sure.
I guess while Cawpy's making that stuff with the other strips of cloth, he's going to take out. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. How many do I have? Okay, he's going to take out 3 of his bottles of oil.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to take some of those strips and he's going to uncork each of those bottles and he's going to kind of like dip the strips in the oil, and then he's going to pull the strips halfway out of each bottle of oil and then cork it back up. so that it's like corked with the strip of cloth hanging out of it.
Are you making Molotov cocktails?
Cawpy's got an eye patch and Molotov cocktails. This is great.
Yeah, he's gonna be the best pirate on the seas, okay? Any ship that comes around is fucked. And that's not all, but that's where we'll stop for now. That's what he's moving on to with his arts and crafts.
Sure. I'm surprised nobody is stopping the child.
Araneth
Well, he
actually.
wants to be
Yeah.
a pirate. Let him be.
He's just playing pretend.
If Cawpy ever tries to do anything alchemically, Araneth's gonna just coach him.
Oh yeah.
No, Cawpy. You need to mix it in this ratio.
You put the sulfur and phosphorus together like this.
So Artorias or Silia, what y'all doing?
Artorias is just going to go to, it doesn't matter, either side of the boat. Just kind of like lean over the edge and just close his eyes, enjoying feeling the sea breeze. I picked the left side.
Okay.
Let's go.
As
Place you over there.
you're leaning against the side, you hear who am I gonna have yell at
This be the old lady.
you? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one am I gonna
Thought you were
have?
gonna
Yeah,
pull
gonna
the
have
brick
Mama
off him.
Brina yell at you.
Let's go.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Enjoying the breeze.
Well, don't lean on the ship. You could fall. The ship is not as structurally sound as it used to be. Now, come on, get away from there. Come on down below deck. I'm getting dinner ready. We got a celebration tonight.
What's being celebrated?
Oh, you'll find out. It's something fun. Sort of a anniversary, if you will.
He's going. Am she able to see me in the dark?
Her, yeah.
Is it dark or is okay? He's just gonna give like a polite nod and just take like an extra moment just to enjoy the breeze and then follow her.
Follow Mama Brina below deck. She's gonna start yelling at everybody else to come below deck as well.
Yeah, alright.
Cawpy, do you follow?
Yeah. Cawpy will pack his stuff up and come on down.
All the bottles clanging together. Cling.
Why is Artorias by himself?
It's nothing. It's nothing.
You all sit down at a table. You see all the other sailors sitting down. Mama Brina is getting, finishing up the rest of the food. And she says, "Okay, it's time to eat up." And as this later evening kind of starts settling over the Dragonmere here on the ship as well, and dinner is being served. Imagine instead of circular tables, there's some long wooden tables. They're lashed securely against the gentle sway of the ship. Lanterns are swaying overhead, casting warm amber light across smiling faces and polished mugs. The crew are laughing. Stories are being exchanged as y'all are eating. Someone is beginning a card game, and you hear the old Finn yell out, "Don't get mad if I kick your ass again." Somebody else is arguing over whose turn it is to scrub the galley tomorrow. You're feeling how less of a ship this feels like, and more of a home this feels like, as the sailors are just enjoying each other's company, enjoying y'all's company. As you guys eat, which is a delicious stew, which, let me roll some die to see how delicious. I haven't done this in a while. Mini dice. Nice. Natural 20. Food is fucking delicious.
Let's go.
So you guys get inspiration.
Oh.
As you guys are eating this delicious stew, Brother Orin rises, taps the rim of his mug with the back of a spoon. 1, 2, 3. Conversations slowly fade. Captain Elira stands, hands folded behind her back, and she smiles. It's a rare sight. Crew! Her voice carries easily over everybody. She looks toward port side of the table. Two sailors suddenly become fascinated with their empty plates. Laughter ripples through the crew. 11 years. Several sailors whistle. Someone pounds the table. Captain Elira folds her arms. 11 years ago today, Oriel made the questionable decision to fall in love with that fool sitting beside her. Chillin groans. Captain. Chillin has somehow convinced this crew he's indispensable. Oriel has known better from the very beginning. 11 years through storms, through empty pockets, through long months apart, through voyages that should have broken lesser promises. She smiles warmly. And somehow, they still choose the same horizon. The crew erupts in applause. Someone shouts, "About time you admitted she's always right." Chillin throws his hands in the air. "She is always right." Oriel simply grins. Captain Elira turns towards the party. Every voyage deserves one night to remember why we come home. She nods once toward Brother Orin. Play it. I hope my players don't have Kenku muted. I've sailed where the cloud winds carried, I've sailed where the warm tides run, but every sea is only water until it's shared with someone. So haul my friends together through calm or storm or foam, for every mile the sea may steal, love always trots us home. The stars may hide behind the clouds, the moon may lose her light, but hearts that keep one promise true still find each other through the night. So haul my friends together through calm or storm or foam, for every mile the sea may steal, love always trots us home. As Brother Orin and the crew finish singing this sea shanty called The Same Horizon, Old Finn gets up, kind of settles himself atop his chair, clears his throat, smiles beneath his weathered beard. Many years ago, before I had more wrinkles than teeth, there lived two lighthouse keepers. One watched the northern cliffs, the other tended the southern shore. Every evening they lit their lanterns, and though the sea stretched wide between them, each could just barely see the other's light. Folks called them fools, too far apart. Find someone closer. The sea will win eventually. Finn shrugs. They ignored every one of them. Storms came, wars came, kings died, children grew, ships were lost, and still, every night, 2 lights. Then one winter, the northern light didn't appear. The southern keeper waited. An hour, then another, and then another. And when dawn broke, he crossed the water. He found the old keeper alive, only too weak to climb the tower. So without a single word, the southern keeper climbed both lighthouses. For the rest of their days, every night, both lights shone. Love isn't measured by how easy the voyage is. It's measured by who climbs the lighthouse when you no longer can. Captain Elira quietly raises her mug. May we all be fortunate enough to find someone willing to climb our lighthouse. She looks toward Oriel and Chillin, then toward the rest of her crew, and finally toward you, the party. A ship isn't timber. It isn't canvas. It isn't iron. A ship is the people who choose to keep sailing together. To those who still choose one another after the storms, the crew answers in one voice, after the storm! Brother Hallwyn, the ship's surgeon and priest of Ilmater, steps forward, resting one hand upon the table as he offers a quiet blessing. Ilmater teaches that suffering shared becomes lighter, and joy shared becomes greater. He bows his head. May every promise made in kindness strengthen every soul aboard this ship. You can feel a gentle breeze grazing the ship. The lanterns sway. The sea seems calmer. Captain Elira smiles knowingly. The Dragonmere has heard. She raises her cup. The crew raises their cup. And they all say, "Hear, hear!" And they go back to celebrating. You all have just received the blessing of shared horizons. The celebration leaves every heart aboard the Veiled Quill a little lighter. Until the ship reaches Teziir, each member of the party gains inspiration. Even if you already have inspiration, you can add another notch somewhere of inspiration. You get 1 blessing reroll, which may be used after seeing the result of any d20 roll, but before the outcome is determined. Once used, the blessing fades. Captain Elira will smile as the crew begins to disperse from the celebration. Never argue with good fortune. She's going to glance over at Oriel and Chillin, especially when it arrives disguised as love. The crew continues to disperse, heading to their quarters. It is late in the evening now, as the celebrations have gone on for a few hours. If anybody has anything to do or say before you all take your long rest, let me know.
Are we like going to our own quarters right now?
Yeah.
Then while Cawpy is in his quarters, he's gonna do one more thing. He's gonna pull out his water skin, and he's going to take some of that cloth and he's going to tie 2 of those bottles of oil to like either side of it. kind of like strapping them all together. And then he will look proudly at his work of art, and he'll put it away to go to bed.
I love it.
Araneth, whenever we do all head to bed, before he goes to bed, he'll probably do as usual and be reading. And probably pick one of his books he picked up before we left.
I love and hate you so much, bro.
Happy anniversary to you and Chili.
Happy anniversary, Cookie.
See, I didn't insert
Chili.
you
Happy
guys. Their
anniversary.
names are different.
Felt it though.
Come on, your name's not Oriel, and his name's not Chillin.
When I first heard them, I was like,
As soon as two people were mentioned at once, I'm like, oh, I know what's happening. Oh, everyone else gets
two
single
people at once
introduction.
was fine, and then as soon as like they worked together in perfect harmony, I was like, fuck, there it is. Thank you for that.
Of course.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna ruin it. Once Silia gets back to her room, seeing how close and how warm everybody was together reminds her how far away she is from home, and it's an emotional trigger.
So she gains a
And the
stress
ship
point.
explodes.
Yep,
Well, that's just one stress point. You're fine.
it's fine.
And the ship
one.
explodes, and we all die. We sink to the bottom of the Dragonmere.
I mean, we don't know that yet. I'm like torn with that decision. I need you to know that because that was so sweet.
All right. Let me see here. Which book were you reading, Araneth?
I'll probably start with... I'm going to start with the books related to Teziir. But I'll probably start with the Jewel of the South Guide to Teziir.
Okay.
Just begin doing my usual preparation studies.
What book were you starting with? I'm trying to get the book on here. online.
Jewel of the South
Jewel
Guide
of the
to
South.
Teziir, I think it's called.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically what I want to do is just read everything regarding Teziir and take whatever information I can glean from it and make like a little summary note card or whatever. Like a cheat sheet.
Sure.
Basically everything.
Go
I deem
ahead.
important.
Enroll investigation, and then I need you to roll
Okay.
history.
Investigation and history, alright. For investigation I got a 12.
12? Okay.
Yeah, and then let's see, what's my history? 21 for history.
Okay. This book is going to serve as an introduction to Teziir, known throughout Cormyr as the Jewel of the South. You learn that Teziir is Cormyr's southernmost major city. It overlooks the Dragonmere. It is wealthier than many expect, thanks to maritime trade. Merchants from Simbia, the Vilhon Reach, the Pirates' Isle, and beyond regularly visit its harbor. Unlike Marsimber's twisting canals, Teziir was built upon higher ground with broad streets and stone architecture. A quote from the book reads, "Gold arrives by sea before it ever reaches Suzail." You learn about the city's districts. There is the Harbor Ward, the Merchants Quarter, Noble Heights, Artisans Walk, and Temple Square. The Merchants Quarter is effectively ruled by commerce rather than nobility. Several powerful merchant families compete through influence rather than open violence. The city guard works hard to keep the competition civil, most of the time. And that is what you have learned and comprehended from the book. There is more still to this book, but you did not roll high enough.
I'll probably read it again another day.
Yeah, when it comes to these books, you can read a book, like if other people are roaming around the ship or sleeping, I will allow you to read a book instead.
Okay.
So that's gonna be up to you.
Okay. Would you allow me to read any more of the books tonight, or wait till tomorrow or whatever?
Roll a D100.
Okay. I'm just gonna do that on digital because. 86.
You can read another book. It will be at disadvantage for how tired you're getting.
That's fair.
So what's the next book you're gonna want to read?
I guess Merchants of the Dragonmere, since I gleaned something about the Merchants Quarter from the first one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Do the same two rolls.
Okay, investigation and history, both at disadvantage, I assume.
Correct.
Alright. Damn. So investigation's at 10. And then, let's see, what's my history? History's again a 21.
So a 10 and a 21?
Yeah, 10 investigation, 21 history.
Okay. So, Merchants of the Dragonmere, the leather binding creaks softly as you open the volume. Unlike Jewel of the South, this book is filled with annotated trade maps, shipping ledgers, sketches of merchant vessels, and handwritten notes from generations of traders. Across the first page, written in elegant script, gold follows the wind. Wisdom follows those who know where the wind will blow. Guildmaster Rendell Voss, 1324 DR. As for your role, you learn the basics of trade across the Dragonmere. Dragonmere connects Marsember, Suzail, Teziir, and numerous smaller ports. Merchant vessels often sail in loose convoys for safety. Cargo commonly includes grain, lumber, iron, fine textiles, wine, salted fish, rare spell components. The Veiled Quill is identified as a merchant carrack, prized for reliability rather than speed. One passage notes, "A wise captain arrives a day late with every soul aboard, rather than a day early with empty bunks." As you continue to read, the book shifts from trade to politics. Araneth, you learn that commerce on the Dragonmere is governed by unwritten customs as much as written law. Some examples include never interfere with another captain's rescue at sea. Ships are expected to render aid to those in distress whenever possible. Harbor disputes are settled by guild magistrates before nobles whenever practical, and a captain's reputation is often more valuable than their cargo. There is a highlighted passage that reads, "Trust is the only cargo that grows more valuable the more often it is spent."
Okay. And I guess if that's the end of that, I will go ahead and call it a night and then head to bed.
Okay.
Tonkai's in his chambers. He's kind of getting ready. Like he's like on the edge of his bed, and like he's just making sure everything's in order. He lays down, and like right as like his head hits the pillow, he like shoots back up, and like he runs. Is there?
Yeah, there's portholes. Yeah, there's portholes.
Okay. He goes to the porthole. He is there? Would these be closed, sealed up portholes, or can he open it?
Yeah, you can open them. You will make an Arcana check real quick because they are magically sealed.
What is my Arcana? Arcana, I rolled 19 on the die, so that's a 17. I'm so smart.
Oh yeah, you just with the innate magic that you know, immediately as soon as you get up to it, magic. You snap your finger, hit the lock, it unlocks and it opens for you.
It opened. As open, he just sticks his head out, his head out, and like he lets out like a whistle, like a loud whistle, and he stands back. And after a moment, Biscuit flies through said porthole. I'm just gonna assume that's his room.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, sorry, boy. I'm not used to having you out." And he like points like to put his bed for Biscuit to settle in. I'm kind of sounding Biscuit's gonna be basically essentially for like he's gonna stay summoned pretty much all the time unless I find reason to dismiss him. So he's just here now.
Nice.
Settled and I curled in. Tonkai, would Tonkai know how to reseal it, or is he just close it and just like, all right?
Yeah, no, you would know
that.
how to reseal it.
Okay. Snap fingers, seal it back up. Then he goes back and like lays his head down.
Nice. All right. Anybody else?
Upon leaving the, what would you call this area? The kitchen, the dining table, whatever this is.
Yeah. Not me looking to camera like I should have looked up names and shit. It's okay.
Galley, probably.
I just don't know what it would be considered.
Yeah.
Galley, probably.
Well, upon leaving it, I'm going to go and give a sincere congratulations to the couple. And then I'm just going to go above deck and just not lean over the edge, but just stand close enough to just look out at the water for the first time and question a decision about the past I made, and just ponder it looking at the water.
Growth. Character growth. Do you stay there all night, or?
We're just gonna be there for like 15 or 20 minutes,
Okay.
just letting it sink in, and then he'll head to his quarters.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's one of those things where we're gonna go ahead and just pan to you, zoom in a little bit, and then pan left to the open ocean as some contemplating music is playing. Gotcha.
Hell
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right. So we got Tonkai, we had Cawpy, we have Araneth, Artorias, Silia.
I'm done crying now. What's up?
Other than getting that stress point, were you doing anything else?
Araneth, what books did I take from you about Teziir?
I don't remember if you... I remember you were holding some. I don't remember what you said you took.
I don't know. I was just taking whatever
We
books you gave
never
me.
explicitly stated what she took. We just know she did take some books.
You were just holding one of the books.
I thought she
Which
said.
book?
I thought she had said she had like 2 or 3 books.
Probably.
I thought I said 2. Which
I
2
think
books?
you probably do. Well,
Just
the
name 2
two
random
I...
books.
The two I already read
I'll be right
2
back.
of them, so
I'll
let's
just
just
go
assume
on.
you have the other 2 then.
Alright, which 2 do I have?
The other 2 are Towers of Teziir,
Alright.
and then oh wait, there was only 3 related to Teziir. So then the other one, if you took 2 of them, then it's the Chronomantic Paradoxes book. The one Cawpy was on.
And
You gave the
Well, I'm reading the-
Chronomancy book to... Okay.
Son Celia's reading the fucking book about chronomancy, of course.
this is fine.
So which book are you reading, Sir Silia?
I don't want to read the chronological one.
What's it called
Oh,
again?
great. Treaties of something. Treaties of Chronomantic Paradoxes.
Mhm. I want it to be a moment where she didn't realize this is one of the books she grabbed from you.
Mhm.
I'd be like, why the fuck are you reading this? And I open it. That's what I want it to be.
You open it, and instead, this is gonna be way out of your realm. So I need you to roll insight to see if you have the wisdom to fully understand the ideas that almost transcend logic itself.
Insight, you said?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You're good at insight, aren't you?
I'll have an advantage on insight at least. And that's a nat 20.
Of course it is.
Or 21.
Of course it is. Anniversary
Yay.
love.
You said 21?
Yep, but it was a nat 20.
No, I heard
that
that.
changes
I didn't fucking
anything.
miss that.
Oh, a quick question. You said we have 2 inspirations now, one from the meal and one from the priest?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just want to double check.
The book
forgot how that
is
worked.
surprisingly thin. Its pages are filled with circles, spirals, astronomical sketches, lunar phases, complex equations surrounding clocks whose hands point in impossible directions. The author is unnamed. Only a dedication appears. To those who remember tomorrow. Okay. The book introduces the basic principles of chronomancy. Time is compared to not a straight road, but to a river. Most people drift with the current. Some attempt to swim against it. Very few ever leave the water. One passage is underlined, "Time is remarkably resilient. It dislikes being changed." The author discusses paradoxes. Among them, preventing an event may become the very reason it occurs. Attempting to erase history often creates new history instead. The future is influenced by possibility, not certainty. One line catches your eye. Memory is often more durable than chronology. And there's a brief moment where you think about the fractured moon without meaning to. As you continue to read, the book grows stranger. It begins discussing celestial bodies, not astrologically, but chronologically. The author proposes that certain heavenly bodies do more than mark time. Some anchor it. One diagram depicts a full moon with dozens of threads extending downward into the world. Several have snapped. Only one remains highlighted. The accompanying note reads, "Should the final tether fail, the consequences would not be immediate. They would simply become inevitable." As you study the illustration, the image reminds you of your vision, the silver thread holding the fractured moon together. No explanation is given, just recognition. As you look closer, into the book, a folded bookmark slips free. Unlike the rest of the text, it isn't old. It's recent. Written in neat handwriting are only these words. "If you're searching for the beginning, stop looking behind you." The reverse side bears a sketch, not of a clock, not of a city. A full moon, split cleanly in two, held together by a single silver thread. So Silia, you blink, you look again, the sketch has changed. Now, it's simply a full moon. Perfectly whole, no crack, no thread, nothing unusual at all. Although you can't shake the feeling that the first drawing was real.
I'm gonna break the moon.
Probably. I wonder, is Arcilia gonna have questions about this book, or
Probably.
Oh yes.
am I gonna get a visit from Sarcilia in the morning?
All right now.
Oh yes.
Of course.
Storms in your room. "Hey, fuckface!"
Hey, you little fuck! Come here. Nice.
Is that all you do?
This new writing, the page that fell out.
Mm-hmm.
Have I seen this writing before?
Plot twist. It's Reed.
No.
Okay. I'll like flip the page back over, studying the writing, and then I'm gonna flip back over to make sure the moon hasn't changed again.
Hasn't changed.
Okay. Just gonna like fold it back up, place it where it was in the book. That single silver thread that I keep seeing. Oh.
One correction. I will say, you flip the bookmark, you blink, and now it is completely blank.
You're gonna look like a crazy person trying to explain this to Araneth.
I really am.
That's what you get when you open a book about chronomancy.
Okay. And especially after that, I'm just gonna like lightly place it back.
Too freaky for me.
And I'm gonna flip back to the page where you said there was silver threads coming down from the moon, but some of them were snapped, right?
Yeah.
The one that was most prominent. I'm just gonna stare at that because this single silver thread keeps coming up in my visions.
Sure.
I'm not getting any indication of this at all. Nothing else compared to this. Nothing is connecting.
Connecting in what way?
I don't like how you said that. I guess connecting to me, what the silver thread means to me. What is it peering off, or why is it I only always see one?
Make another insight roll.
Oh, thank God I have advantage. Reuben?
It's an nat 20. I called it.
Where
I
the
knew it was gonna be a nat 20.
fucking...
It went from a nat 1 to a nat 20.
I hate
We
this.
knew it. I was gonna call it. I literally, as you were rolling, put up my fingers and went 3, 2, 1, and you said nat 20. I was calling it.
Okay.
I love advantage.
Actually, I don't
Somebody else just wished me
why?
happy anniversary, that's why. That's why I keep getting powered.
Real. Why do you have advantage? Actually, is it like a secret lore reason, or is that character like a? Figured out a bit, I don't know.
It's our heroic inspiration. We both have basically double advantage.
Oh, did you use your inspiration for it, or?
No, I just naturally insight. I have advantage. I think it's one of my species traits.
I forgot about it. I forgot I could have used one of inspiration when I was reading that book. I forgot all about it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I have advantage. It's either because of my background or my species naturally has insight.
Okay. That makes sense.
I know, speaking inspirations. Unless it specifically says otherwise, inspirations don't expire, right?
For our homebrew, yeah.
Okay.
Time
Nice.
seems to pause.
And you blew up the ship. Good job, Cookie.
I know.
Music paused. We're dead.
The sounds of the Veiled Quill fade. The waves become distant. The stars dim and only moonlight remains. The silver thread begins to glow. not brightly, warmly, gently, and for the briefest heartbeat. You don't see a memory. You feel one. Not your own, someone else's. A woman's voice, ancient, patient, filled with immeasurable sorrow and unwavering love. You don't hear words, you feel them, like emotions pressed gently into your soul. Then one sentence finally becomes clear. It was never meant to bind you, dum dum, only to help you find your way home. The moonlight fades, the sounds of the ship return. The page is once again only ink and parchment, but you cannot shake one profound uncertainty. The silver thread is not a chain, it is not a prison, it is not a seal. It is a promise. A promise that something or someone has endured across unimaginable time, waiting for the day it is no longer needed.
That's so fun. Oh, okay. I'm gonna close the book.
Okay.
I'm gonna set it down next to me. And I'm just gonna ponder on that thought and fall asleep eventually.
Okay. Is that everything before y'all take a long rest?
I think that's it for me.
That's it for me.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. You all go ahead and take a long rest.
Take 40 damage.
The sea never truly sleeps. Through the night, the Veiled Quill sailed steadily across the Dragonmere, her hull rising and falling with the slow, patient rhythm of the water beneath her. The creaking timbers, the whisper of canvas overhead, and the gentle rocking of the ship gradually became less like noise and more like breathing. For many of you, it is the first uninterrupted sleep you've enjoyed in weeks. No distant explosions, no screams echoing through city streets, no nightmares of collapsing buildings or impossible choices. Only the endless lullaby of wind and water. That peace does not last forever. Long before the sun has fully crested the eastern horizon, a brass bell rings across the deck. Clang, 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 clang. Above your heads comes the unmistakable sound of hurried footsteps crossing the deck. Voices call to one another, ropes tighten, canvas snaps sharply as the morning breeze fills the sails. Someone laughs, someone else curses after dropping something heavy. Ah, fucking cut! The ship has awakened and expects everyone aboard to do the same. A firm knock sounds against each of your cabin doors, not impatient, simply practiced. Then Mama Brina's warm voice carries through the wood. Rise and shine, dears. Sun's coming up. Captain says if you're sailing aboard her ship, you'll earn your breakfast before you eat it. She chuckles softly. Don't worry, nobody's throwing you overboard today. Probably. Her footsteps continue down the corridor as she repeats the same greeting for the next cabin. Above, another bell rings. The smell of fresh bread drifts through the lower deck, mingling with the sharp scent of salt water and polished wood. Somewhere outside, Brother Orin has already begun humming yesterday's shanty as he stirs a great iron pot. Old Finn can be heard grumbling about land folk tying knots fit for laundry lads. Captain Elira's voice cuts cleanly through the bustle. Morning watch! Let's make this ship proud. Aye, Captain. The Veiled Quill is no longer simply carrying you. For the first time, it is inviting you to become part of her rhythm. The morning has begun. So, you all are woken up by Mama Brina. There's loud footsteps that can be heard. Who's the first one to leave their cabin?
I can.
Okay, you're the first one to leave?
Yeah.
Okay. As you exit the door, groggy perhaps, a sailor goes up to you. You, come here.
Oh, okay.
Since you're the first one who woke up, you're the first one who gets to do this. Hands you a mop and a bucket. Go clean the galley.
I'm sorry, the what?
Go up, down, take a left, and clean the galley. Hop to it, we don't have all day. And he leaves.
What's a galley?
Mama Brina smiles at you. Oh, don't worry about it. It's just where they hang out. It's down there.
Where? Sorry.
If you're looking at the map, you're basically taking to clean this area here.
It is.
Okay.
I'm assuming. I don't know names to things. I'm making shit up. It's D&D.
Okay.
Real.
As she's going out and getting ready to leave, Artorias is going to be walking out of his room.
As you walk out, another sailor barks orders at you. You, tall one, come here.
The first thing I'm going to do is look at Silia because I know she's taller. I'm like, huh?
Taller than him, holding this mop and bucket. Going, what the fuck's galley?
Oh, you woke up second, so you're coming with me.
Oh, all right.
He's
As
gonna
I'm
hand you a
walking
mop and a bucket, and then he's gonna hand you a rag. That rag you need to put over your face. Where we're going, you don't want to breathe.
Oh, okay. As he's walking
The
away,
magic end in
and
the
good
room back
morning
there.
to you as well, Silia. And then he's gonna follow the dude.
I'll wave, like with the mop still in my hand.
And he takes you to, I'm gonna say it's not on the map, a place where the sailors do their business.
You mean the two
It
toilets?
smells
I got
atrocious.
toilets.
It smells awful.
Nice.
As I'm gonna go with the stereotype of, if you have a ship full of males and maybe a couple females, the males will always miss. If you know what I mean.
Real. Wait, actually, is this? Am I? Wait, is this a bed right here, or should I be? Am I in this room? I'm confused.
I don't know. I just put you three in there. I don't know.
Okay. I'll just assume this is like where I was.
Yeah, you can make that a room. Yeah. Who's next? Who's waking up next?
I'll go ahead and get up. Might as well.
And then the sailor's about to bark orders at you, like, oh. I mean, you're kind of small. Follow me.
Does that mean I get a... I was about to say, does that mean I get out of work? Fuck.
He's gonna
Okay, well, I
bring
guess
you
I'll-
over to Mama Brina. Mama Brina, I found you a dishwasher.
I'm good with that. Better than cleaning the shitter. Nice. As I'm walking around, I see Silia figuring out what the fuck a galley is.
Mama Brina smiles at you. Oh, well, welcome aboard. Here you go. And then she starts just handing you rags and a bar of soap.
Nice. Hello, Mama Brina. I was
Who's
thinking
next?
if there's any funny way to magic this.
You can, if you know Mage Hand, you can probably use that to help.
Do I still know? I do know Mage Hand.
I'm using Mage Hand to
Fuck
help
it.
me clean this. Just so we know.
Prestidigitation wouldn't be able to clean them, would they? I assume not. I don't remember how prestidigitation
It would.
worked.
It would.
Oh, it would?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I cast Mage Hand to have the hand like scrubbing some plates, and then whatever ones I'm like trying to scrub, I just get annoyed and I just prestidigitation them.
Sure.
Nice.
As you cast Mage Hand, Mama Brina's like, oh, that's helpful. She goes back to cooking breakfast, and then as you try to cast Prestidigitation, she goes, we don't do things the easy way. Mage Hand is fine, but not that. You gotta put in some elbow grease, okay?
Anything for you, Marina.
Okay. I'm almost done with breakfast, so hurry up.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, Tonkai or Cawpy, who's next?
Tonkai will sit up in bed. And he reaches for, he reaches his bag and grabs a vial. This potion from yesterday, he drinks it. And it's just like a semi-sweet, just like morning drink, because it's already like the potency of the potion itself is gone because he didn't use it with him yesterday. And he takes the vial and he pops on the glove and he does the thing again because we had the meal before the night before. This time it squeezes out the darker liquid, has like a little bit of kind of a shimmer, like glitter into it.
Mm-hmm.
And he pops it and he pops that in his bag for reference. For you DM, I rolled a 5 for that.
Okay.
And so he just pops that, saves it for later. Kind of stretches, grabs his stuff, whistles to Biscuit, and then he heads out the door.
Okay. As you head out the door, with Biscuit in tow, a sailor looks at you. You, come with me. We're cleaning the deck.
Okay.
And he's going to take you above deck. The waves aren't as calm as they were yesterday. They're kind of moving the ship side to side a little bit more wilder, but not like if there's a storm. But you're kind of walking across the deck and like, all right, start scrubbing. He hands you a soap and bucket and a rag.
Okay. Well,
Does Tonkai see
he,
Silia wandering aimlessly up there still?
I mean, Tilly will be downstairs above.
Sorry, what?
I think Celia's still on the bottom.
Isn't this where he told me to clean?
Yeah.
It's
Tonkai,
spotless.
Tonkai headed up, so he would have seen Sarcelia.
But I assume I'm up. Oh, I assume I'm up here. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm in the kitchen.
as Tonkai, he hits like the deck, and like he knows like the waves are like hitting a little harder than they were yesterday. He just kind of like breaks himself a little bit and just cast mage armor on himself.
Sure.
Just in case. And he'll hand a rag over to like a small rag over to like Biscuit's mouth and like just points to the mass, and Biscuit just starts like running, like basically running up and down the mass with the rag. And then Tonkai will just do zigzags along the deck.
Okay. Cawpy.
Quick question.
Okay.
Since I'm assuming the waves are hitting harder, are we gonna have to make another thing to see if anyone got seasick from how more intense it got?
Yep. After Cawpy wakes up.
So Cawpy woke up when the initial knock and call out came, but after hearing orders being barked to his comrades, he's gonna peek out of his door and he's gonna sneak out.
Okay.
Cause I ain't doing no fucking chores.
Sure. Make a stealth check.
Right to the cabinet.
And that was a 28 for stealth.
28. I'm looking through all of their things right now. 1 second.
Captain appears behind Cawpy. What are you doing, Cawpy?
Cawpy, as
The
you're
captain
kind
sees all
of
of us.
sneaking around, so you go from deck to deck, you see Old Finn isn't looking at you. He's kind of just sitting on an overturned crate near the bow, splicing rope without ever glancing up. You slip silently past 20 feet, 15, 10, 5, and never once does Finn look up. Then, without lifting his eyes from the rope, he says, "If I were a little bird, I'd probably hide behind that barrel there. Much better view of everyone." And there's a barrel that, as he's kind of slicing rope, you see his pinky pointing towards. He's smiling to himself, still not looking up. Of course, if I were a little bird, I'd also remember the captain can count.
As Cawpy's like kind of doing his like tiptoe sneak around, as soon as he starts talking, he's gonna like freeze. Just completely still.
Yeah.
And then after he says that, Cawpy's gonna sit there and weigh the options for a moment and another moment. And then he's gonna run to get behind the barrel. And scurry over behind it.
All right, you're hiding behind the barrel. I need everybody now to make a con save.
I don't think anyone is
Oh,
within
fuck.
10. I don't think anybody is within 10 feet of me now.
No.
I'm gonna be thrown up behind that barrel.
I have
I
a
got a 6.
17.
Cawpy, what'd you roll?
Alright.
A 6.
6. So 17-6. Tonkai, what'd you roll?
26.
26. Sarcilia?
25.
And Araneth.
Let me see what my con score is again. A 10. My rolls aren't being kind to me right now.
Cawpy, as you get behind the barrel, you're starting to kind of sit there, looking around at everybody, feeling the rhythm of the waves swaying back and forth, and they're a little rougher today than they were yesterday. And you're like, oh, this rhythm doesn't feel. Oh boy, throw up everywhere. Tonkai, you hear somebody throwing up. You immediately look behind and you see Cawpy just throwing up everywhere, all over your nice clean deck.
Oh no.
Araneth,
Yes.
you're getting in a kind of a rhythm with the mage hand and Mama Brina as she's cooking, and you're cleaning these nice, clean dishes.
Oh boy.
Rhythm, you're floating, but you're like, whoa, ship's going side to side a little quicker than my vision is acclimating. Oh no, I need you to make a heads or tails.
Those are tails.
Heads.
So does that mean like a...
Heads, you throw up all over these clean dishes. Tails, you're quick enough to not throw up all over them.
Okay, can I do a heads or tails on D&D Beyond? I don't know.
I think it's, if they have it, it should just be a D2. So 1 is a heads, 2 is tails.
How about I just roll a D4 and
Yeah.
we'll see.
Odds, evens.
Yeah, odds, evens. Evens is throw up on the dishes. Odds is you don't.
Odds is I don't. Alright. An odd. Nice.
There you go. You don't. You manage to
I got a
turn
1.
your head and start vomiting out rainbows because, you know, Feywild.
Yeah. Nice.
Almabrine looks over. Oh, dear. Well, at least you were smart enough to turn your head and not throw up all over the dishes. Come here. She's going to kind of like scoop you up, place you in like a little corner with your own little bucket as you continue to throw up.
Nice. Swaddles me. Puts me in next to a bucket. The little fairy's all sick.
As you guys finish your duties, breakfast is ready. So, as you guys are eating breakfast, who wants to roll the first D100 for this new encounter table?
That's not scary.
Oh, do
Where's
it.
Junie?
Yeah,
Hi,
we're
Junie.
That's right.
here.
Oh yeah, Junie was gonna roll the first one. Junie! I don't think he's here.
He's not here.
I don't think Chili's here right now.
Junie is not in chat.
Chili's not either.
Hold on. Let me message him.
So who wants to be the first to roll it?
I don't think
there's
it's like
no,
what I roll.
if there's no chatter, I'll roll.
He's home.
My rolls are not.
He didn't come say hi. What the fuck? Sorry.
Someone's in
We'll
trouble
see.
on their anniversary.
We will see if Chili can make the roll. If not, one of the party members will.
Sounds good.
Chili!
Could just yell to him, but I don't want to yell. So I'm really hoping he has his phone on him. That is the struggle of this.
So Where is my encounter table? Ahaha! I found it.
How many goods are on there, and how?
Yes.
Thank you.
Totally not afraid.
Totally am afraid. We'll have to see.
I'm afraid to. I was lying.
I know. Two of us can't lie at the same time, though.
I know. Oh god.
Alright,
If
Miley
we're all
do the
eating
roll.
breakfast.
If he responds, we'll do it. I'll just save it for the next one.
I rolled a 34.
34.
If we're all eating breakfast, so we're like all together, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even get
Okay.
a chance. I was forced to breakfast.
I guess now that if I'm sort of feeling better and I'm eating, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mage Armor. Just while I'm here.
Just don't be a dramatic music change. Just don't be a dramatic music change.
You're giving him ideas.
Let's see. The DM is trying to thinking what to do.
You're rolling
That's
the
not
next
scary.
one. We're gonna preemptively roll it.
If Chili's rolling cookies dice, it's gonna, somehow it's a D100, but somehow it's gonna be 2 nat 20s.
Literally.
Okay, I'm gonna text that to Ruben. Ow.
The morning
Chili. Anniversary.
passes peacefully. Cruise settles into an easy rhythm. Lines are coiled, decks are scrubbed, breakfast dishes disappear below deck. The wind remains steady. The sea is calm. Too calm.
Back.
It begins with something so small that only a sailor would notice. Lysandra, the ship's navigator, pauses over the chart table. She frowns, then taps the face of her brass compass once, twice, and it continues spinning. She reaches into her satchel, pulls out another compass. Its needle immediately begins turning in slow, endless circles. She says nothing. Instead, she quietly walks toward Captain Elira. The two exchange a glance. Nothing more. No panic, no surprise. Only recognition. Captain Elira gives the faintest nod. Lysandra disappears below deck. A few moments later, Brother Holwyn blinks. He reaches into his pocket, pulls out a small travel compass. The needle spins wildly. Old Finn notices and he grunts, "Huh." He digs into his coat, his own compass spinning. Mama Brina checks hers, spinning. One by one, the curious crew members begin checking their own. Every compass aboard the Veiled Quill has gone mad. Needles whirl endlessly, never settling, never pointing north. The murmurs begin, not frightened, just respectful. Like people recognizing an old story unfolding. Captain Elira finally raises her voice, calm, measured. Helm steady. The helmsman nods. "Aye, Captain." Elira turns towards the crew. Eyes on your work. Nothing's changed. Chillin is about to speak. Captain. He lifts his spinning compass. How do we know where we're going? Before Elira can answer, Lysandra emerges from below. Tucked beneath one arm is an enormous, leather-bound navigation chart. She doesn't carry a compass. She doesn't even look for one. She walks directly to the bow, closes her eyes, and the wind catches a loose strand of silver blonde hair. She breathes once, slowly, then opens her eyes. Without hesitation, she points toward the southeastern horizon. 3 degrees to starboard. The helmsman obeys instantly. The Veiled Quill gently changes course. Captain Elira watches her for a long moment, then simply says, "Very good." As though this were the most ordinary thing in the world. Y'all can't help but notice, no one has explained anything. No one seems interested in explaining. Old Finn catches a few curious glances from y'all, and he chuckles softly. First time? Without waiting for an answer, he leans comfortably against the rail. And Dragonmere likes reminding folk that North's just an opinion. A few sailors laugh. Brother Oren smiles. Happens every now and then. Never lasts long. Usually. Captain Elira shoots him a look. Finn innocently shrugs. Lysandra never joins the conversation. She remains near the bow, watching the horizon with unwavering focus. One hand rests lightly against the ship's railing. Not reading the stars, not studying the waves. Simply knowing. Nearly an hour passes. As suddenly as it began, every compass aboard the ship stops. The needles sap north all at once. Several sailors quietly breathe sighs of relief. Mama Brina mutters a brief prayer of thanks. Old Finn slips his compass back in his pocket. There. She's done with it. Captain Elira looks towards Lysandra. Course? Lysandra smiles faintly. Exactly where we should be. Captain Elira nods once, as though she'd expected no other answer. The voyage continues. Yet one question lingers in the minds of those aboard. If every compass has failed, how did Lysandra know the way? Dun, dun, dun.
When all that's going on, so everyone saw all the compasses like freaking out.
Oh yeah.
So in that moment, like during that whole period while the compasses aren't working and all that stuff, would Araneth be able to just kind of sit and like contemplate and figure out, would he be able to determine if there was anything like strangely magical happening causing such a phenomenon, or?
Roll Arcana.
Roll Arcana, okay. 29.
Is it 29, right?
29, yeah.
Okay. As the last compass aboard the Veiled Quill begins its impossible dance, you instinctively reach out with your senses. Not your eyes, but your understanding of the weave. You watch the spinning needles, the wind, the water, the ship, waiting for the familiar tug of magic. Nothing, or rather not nothing, just something far stranger. The weave is perfectly calm. There is no surge of enchantment, no transmutation, no illusion, no abjuration suppressing the compass, no conjuration distorting space, no trace of a spellcaster, no lingering magical residue. If this were the work of a wizard, you would see fingerprints all over it. Instead, the weave flows as naturally as a river around a stone, unbothered, untouched, and that realization sends a chill through you. Whatever is happening, the weave does not consider it an intrusion. It considers it natural.
Okay. So something was happening. It was just, but it was nothing. Nothing or no one was altering the course of the weave.
Yeah,
That's just what happened.
whatever it was in that particular spot. Think of it like dark zone for cell reception.
Okay.
As they went through that specific spot, the compasses were just going crazy as fuck.
Okay. So some sort of natural magical phenomenon in that spot.
Yeah, you're not sure what,
That's what-
but who knows? Maybe if you go back to that spot later, go underwater, might find something. I don't know.
Araneth, go and swimming. I don't know. He's curious. He ain't that curious.
Oh, come on now. Gotta get your
Or
wings
is
wet
he?
every once in a while.
Thought you were
Son
trying to
of a
find the
gun.
One Piece.
I know, right? We're trying to find the One Piece here, damn it. But no, okay. Araneth will definitely make a note of that. But Araneth's definitely interested in this Lysandra, or whatever her name is. The navigator.
As you guys, I did forget to read a description of Lysandra. Thank you for reminding me. Where's my Lysandra note? Navigator. Lysandra goes back to her post beneath deck as the navigator. She is high elf. Looks very proper, prim and proper, very noble. She looks to be in about her late 20s, so she's about around 112, so to speak. She seems very quiet, obviously. She seems brilliant. Very much to themselves. She
longer
has sort of like silver blonde hair, green eyes, and very tall.
Another tall queen. Let's go. So after that whole like thing goes by, are we like all down in the like little meeting area? Or are we all on deck, or like are we all together still from eating breakfast?
I don't know. You guys all together still?
I assume we ate breakfast together, but I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
think
That
we
would
did.
be the question for you, because you said after it happened, everyone went back to what they were doing.
Yeah. So you guys have finished your duties. You guys ate breakfast. Then that happened. You guys now have the run of the
Okay.
ship. You can do whatever you guys want to do. RP. Your chores are done for the day, essentially.
Okay.
It was just the morning cleaning and whatnot.
Well, if
Just to get Artorias thing out of the way, Artorias is going to immediately go and try and find somewhere to bathe that fucking bathroom smell off.
good luck bathing on a ship. I mean, unless you want to bathe in salt water.
Let's see.
Actually, wait. Could I potentially help Artorias, would that matter with precedent?
Yeah,
with
yeah, you can use
prestidigitation?
prestidigitation on him.
Okay. I'm assuming as while we're eating breakfast, Artorias, or after this whole thing happens, like with things calm down, suddenly the realization of that smell hits me. I'm like, I look over, figure out Artorias, like, need some help with that, Artorias? I'll just snap my fingers and prestidigitation to make him smell good again.
You smell better than you've ever smelled before. You look cleaner than you've ever been before. You're so fucking clean, there's a sheen to you.
You clean up nicely, Artorias. Chuckles a little bit.
You're going to notice Artorias visibly actually start taking breaths as if it was the best fucking thing in his life.
Bro's been holding his breath for an hour.
Yeah.
I guess I'll if Silia is not next to me, I'll just find Silia and be like, I noticed when I was doing my late night reading, I forgot you had a couple of the books that we gathered for our trip. Did you enjoy them?
Actually, I had a couple questions, and I'm just gonna start walking towards my room, and I'm just gonna keep talking, assuming you're following me.
I'll just flutter behind you, I guess.
No bother. So, one question as we enter my room: why this? And I'm gonna hold up the book.
The book on chronomancy. Honestly, I was looking for. I don't remember what I was looking for, but I happened upon this one, and it caught my attention. Chronomancy is a very enticing subject.
Keep it away from me, and I'm gonna like toss it at you.
I'll just
careful,
catch it.
he's
Like,
a
hey,
little
be careful.
guy.
No.
I'm gonna catch it and be like, I have to return these. Treat them well.
You'll see it's in like pristine shape, though.
Wouldn't be if I
There's
dropped it.
Well, there's a bookmark in there.
The bookmark, you say? I hadn't gotten a chance to read it yet.
Just have a good bookmark.
I assume by your reaction, you had an interesting read.
Just connecting some dots. Does the bookmark say anything interesting to you?
I will open up the book and look for this bookmark she's talking about. And do I have to roll anything to determine anything about this bookmark?
Nope, because it's blank.
Totally blank.
No writing at all. And I'm gonna pick it up from you.
Okay.
Still blank.
And I'm gonna like flip back and forth going, what?
You guys are in Cecilia's room, right? Her cabin?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
in Cecilia's cabin.
Okay. You hear somebody
which
from
is
below deck.
right.
Ah, you sound fucking nuts.
And then so you're gonna see Arena chuckle a little bit and be like, I know exactly. I think I know exactly what happened to you. And then he's just gonna start. He's gonna open the book back up, put the bookmark back in. You know, my time in the archives, my time as an archivist has revealed. Surprisingly, reading books can be much more entrancing and much more entrancing, but also much scarier at times than you might expect. Every time you open the front page, sometimes you risk learning something you never intended nor never wanted.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then he's gonna look at it, and he's gonna look at like chronomancy. And I would assume Araneth's time in the archives, he's read plenty. or at least seen plenty of stuff about
You've seen
chronomancy.
plenty about chronomancy. I'm gonna say you don't know a whole lot. I will say after meeting with Reed that your interest has peaked a bunch.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not saying like I expect I assume Araneth isn't like a very knowledgeable person, specifically in the field of chronomancy, but
Yeah.
he's like very aware of it and things related to
Oh, yeah.
chronomancy. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, well, I'm gonna, look back at the front page and be like, chronomancy, dealing with not only time but things related to time, such as celestial bodies and their influence and importance on the passage of time. I'm just gonna smirk a little bit at Silia.
What? What does that smirk mean?
I feel like this is the bumper you're trying to hint at something. She's like, I don't get it.
Exactly.
Fucks with that stupid look on your face.
Roll insight. No.
I want you to know,
Oh.
Sir Celia's picking up what you're putting down, but she's giving you nothing.
I know.
He's like, the fuck are you talking about?
Whatever you say, Silia, but if you have
What-
any
what-
questions,
What did you mean by that?
well, you have all these ties to Selune and the moon.
Well, Selune
Rather important.
saved me. So did my moon maiden. So, yeah, I have ties. Told you this.
And it is important. It is, yeah, and as I'm trying to say, with your whole situation, as we'll call it, the moon is important to you. Well, it has strong ties to chronomancy and the passage of time as well.
What ties?
Cruz, what ties? I don't remember what the book said.
Sir, goddammit.
I have to. As she says that, I'll just open up the book and start reading it again. But from my, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for?
So now you're reading the
My-
book in front of her.
Yeah. I'll read the book in front of her.
Okay.
This is gonna be great. Can't
just
wait
a
till
reading
Sarcilia
inception.
explodes. Sarcilia's like, oh, what does the moon have to do with the time?
It's just an object in the sky.
Okay. Roll Arcana for me.
Okay. I'm gonna use one of my inspirations and reroll it.
Sure.
Curious.
If you get a 25 or above, let me know.
27.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
I went for. I'll have you know, the first roll I rolled was a 2, which would have been a 13 still, but still. I went from a 2 to a 16. Okay, let me remove that one. Inspiration.
Okay. So, this is a lot. The leather cover is cracked with age. Pages are thinner than expected. Covered not in lengthy prose, but diagrams, geometric circles, impossible spirals, constellations, yada yada. The opening chapters discuss the nature of time. This is funny. You're reading all this shit in front of her. Anyways,
Yes.
the opening chapters discuss the nature of time. The anonymous author argues that most mages fundamentally misunderstand it. Time is not a road upon which events travel. It is the condition that allows events to exist at all. Several pages are devoted to dismantling common misconceptions about chronomancy. The author insists that true time magic does not alter history, it negotiates it. The next chapter introduces what the author calls temporal inertia. History resists change. The greater the event, the greater reality pushes back. Looks the camera. Examples include preventing a tragedy often causes another tragedy, looks to camera. Saving a life may doom another. Destroying an artifact, whoops, I can't read my own thing. Destroying an artifact may ensure its creation. One passage catches your attention. The universe prefers consistency over perfection. You realize something. Time isn't fragile, it's incredibly stubborn. Now, the book becomes fascinating. The author proposes that reality maintains itself through anchors. Some are people, some are places, some are celestial. One beautifully illustrated diagram depicts a night sky. Several stars are connected by silver lines. At the center, a moon. The accompanying text reads, "The heavens do not merely mark time. They participate in it." This causes you to pause. You immediately recall Sir Silia's strange visions of the fractured moon. Coincidence? Perhaps. A later chapter discusses something called chronal echoes. Events of enormous significance leave impressions upon reality. Sensitive individuals may occasionally glimpse these echoes. Not visions of the future nor memories, but something between the two. Near the end of the book, the author discusses a dangerous misconception. Many people believe paradoxes are mistakes. The author disagrees. A paradox is merely evidence that one has mistaken perspective for contradiction. Several pages later, the question is never, can history change? The question is, has it already? Looks to camera. Araneth, you find yourself rereading that sentence several times. The implication is unsettling. The final chapter contains no diagrams, only one page. At the top is written, "One on things that refuse to happen." Beneath it, only a single sentence. "There exist futures that history refuses to permit." Nothing more. The rest of the page is blank. Several names appear throughout the margins of this book. Some are cited, others criticized, and others revered. As you read, memories from your own studies begin returning. Asterion of Netheril, the cartographer of moments. Perhaps the greatest theoretical chronomancer ever recorded, Asterion believed time cannot be conquered. It can only be understood. He never sought to change history. Instead, he devoted his life to observing the countless tiny moments that shaped it. Legend claims he once spent 30 years studying a single sunrise because he believed every dawn was ever so slightly different. No one knows how he died. His tower was found abandoned. His journals ended mid-sentence. You recall a famous quote attributed to him. "The future is not hidden. It is simply too large to see all at once." Another famous, there are going to be several of these. Another famous legendary chronomancer, Sister Veiled of Candlekeep, the keeper of yesterday. A monk and a scholar rather than a wizard. She argued that memory itself was a form of chronomancy. According to her writings, every memory changes the moment it is remembered. She believed history should be preserved, not because it is perfect, but because forgetting creates greater paradoxes than remembering. Drinking some water. Several archivists, including those of Nemoris, still quote her works. Araneth, you remember one saying, "History dies twice. Once when it happens, and again when no one remembers." King Halvorn the Last, quoted as his title, "The King Who Waited." Unlike the others, Halvorn wasn't a wizard. He was a king, and legend says an oracle foretold the destruction of his kingdom. Instead of trying to prevent it, he spent 40 years preparing his people to survive it. When the catastrophe finally came, his kingdom fell. His people did not. Modern historians still debate whether he truly practiced chronomancy, or simply understood time better than anyone else. One passage in the book praises him. "Some men alter history. the wisest merely prepare for it. You notice something odd as you're looking at all these legendary chronomancers listed and kind of having notated certain things within the book. Throughout the book, these 3 names are cited dozens of times. One name never appears, not once. Archmage Reed. Considering Reed's reputation and work, the omission is almost conspicuous. Either the book predates him, or whoever wrote it deliberately chose not to include him. That realization is almost as interesting as the names themselves.
Nobody tell Sarah.
So there you go.
Nice. And then, okay, so as I'm reading all this, I'm not like recounting every bit word by word, like in a little story time for Cecilia, basically.
Sure.
But I'm combing through it all, and then everything related to Sarcilia's question about the celestial bodies and relation to time and all that stuff. That I'll like repeat out loud, kind of, and read to her and just basically sort of explain.
Yeah.
What it means and stuff like that, and just try to give Cecilia a little bit more potentially understanding of the whole like moon and threads and ties to the time and past and all that stuff. And then as I'm doing that, but as I'm doing all that, like everything I'm reading in between, I'm just taking very, very, very like thorough mental notes. Getting very engrossed, and then remembering, oh shit, I'm supposed to be helping Cecilia. And then going back and like explaining more stuff to her. And just be like, so yes. The moon, of course, very strongly tied to time and fate and history, events, everything. It's a very important celestial body. Yay, Cecilia got story time.
Yay, story time! Yay!
Story time! Very boring science story time.
You forget, Cecilia grew up in a library, bro. Like...
That's true. You know what, that's true. You're probably the only person in the party that actually enjoys story time like that.
So, this is a bug table. So, with all that, Cecilia finally been able to understand if Cawpy and Artorias' vision of the moon cracking did come true, time is kind of fucked. Is that what Cecilia is able to surmise by all this now?
Say that again?
I guess, hold on. I never fully understood if the vision of the moon cracking felt like a memory or if it was a vision of the future.
A bit of both.
Okay. Cool. That adds a lot of weird context to me now. Okay. So, with what Araneth just told me, does Cecilia finally get the understanding that if the moon did crack, like it did in the vision, time's fucked now? In a degree, or
Sure.
to a degree.
Yeah, sure.
I don't like how you said that. Okay. Fine. So, you'll see her, like, putting together a puzzle in her head. Because there's a lot in there that she, you know. And she's go, so, if what, Cawpy and Artorias said about the moon cracking vision comes true, time gets fucky, right? Like really fucky? More so than it already is?
Well, who's to say it hasn't already? Which is kind of how it is with such matters. I'm gonna quickly read, because I wrote down everything I remember from what I rolled when I was investigating that moon thing, I think. Let me see. Moon split in two. Oh wait, I forgot. I didn't examine the moon. That was just kind of Sage and all that stuff. Never mind.
Yeah, it's me.
I forgot. It was you and Sage. But also question. I forget. Does the whole party has the whole party seen that stuff with Cawpy in like the time? Because that happened multiple times in Barovia, right? When he was like doing those weird time thingies. I know we didn't see his like seeing the future self all the time, but I feel wasn't there like a couple of moments where everybody for like a split second saw some weird shit with Cawpy, if I remember correctly, and like his whole shadow past guy thing. Like, is the party like generally aware, if I remember correctly, stuff like with Cawpy is weird, and like the whole like after image things when he's fighting, and sometimes and like
when we were in Barovia, the party, I believe, saw the interruption with in the Mad Mary fight, and when Silia was fixing Autumn and her soul. I don't know if anybody saw like the after images during the fights.
Okay, that's what I was trying to remember.
Because there were like other big things happening in the fight, like with Sir Calren.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I just couldn't remember. Like, I couldn't remember how aware the party was of like what was going on with Cawpy. I don't know if we're like if we are aware that it's like anything time related.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Don't think so.
Okay, never mind then. I was gonna say. But I guess in regards to that, what's Arcilia saying? I'd be like, well, that's kind of the trick with paradoxes and time. There's no real true way of knowing right now whether said vision was truly a warning or a memory or both. That's just kind of how these phenomenons are. But I would very much wager that it could refer to something that happened in the past, and it may happen again, but we don't really know. But yes, if the moon is ever destroyed, damaged, whatever, many consequences will happen, and time is just one of many. And then just while like she's contemplating that, I'm gonna basically like, oh, did you have that other book on Teziir?
The Towers. Yeah, I haven't read it yet.
Towers. Okay. Well, if you want to read it tonight, or if I could read it now or read it soon, and then you read it tonight. I'm trying to gather all the information on our destination.
What do you think I'm doing?
I didn't say you couldn't as well. I'm just saying I'm also doing it. Whenever you're done with it, just let me know. I would like to finish reading it. Or I would like to read it as well.
Hey, when she's contemplating in the middle of this conversation, can she feel Sage yet?
Nope.
One of these times, it will happen.
Careful that you might give yourself another trust point.
I'm surprised me reading the book again didn't give her another stress point.
Puzzle pieces. Just puzzle pieces.
But then, I'll just go ahead and, whenever you're done reading that book, go ahead and let me have it so that way I can finish putting together all my notes on our destination for our mission.
She'll nod.
And then I'll start to like head out the door. But then as I'm leaving, I'll turn around and be like, feel free to let me know. Make sure to let me know when Sage returns. I'd love to speak with them. And then I'll just head out.
Into the crew's quarters.
Yeah. I definitely meant to do that. I go into here. Shit, wrong turn. Just go this way. And
Okay.
I'm gonna go,
So you leave her cabin, Silia, you stay in your cabin?
Yeah. I'm gonna sit there contemplating for a little bit.
Okay.
Try and reach out to Sage. Get nothing in return.
Yeah,
Go back to pouting.
Sure. As you continue to contemplate life, Araneth, you leave. You guys hear the ocean swaying, the ship cascading against the side of it. As you feel the first day of your trek has just started. But the session has ended.
I wanted to go say hi to Lysandra.
I wanted to go talk to Artorias. He said I could mess around with his brain if I wanted to. I mean, what?
I wanted to go fishing for the One Piece.
Everybody thinks
happening.
Araneth's the evil one.
I mean, Venta, you
Well,
give
you
us
never
the Cult
know.
of the Mist. You could give us the One Piece.
And isn't
I just
fishing,
have to persist for long enough.
and isn't fishing like an entire encounter table too?
Yeah.
The Cult of
Fish
the
up
Mist
something amazing.
made up the One Piece.
Yep.
It's called the Zero Piece.
No.
And it has to deal with chronomancy.
Damn.
Yes.
Made that up on the
Araneth's
spot.
excited.
That's not happening.
Why am
Araneth
I?
is really wanting to find the One Piece.
The
And I
Zero
fished that up.
Piece.
The Zero Piece.
Anyways, good job today, everybody.
Thank you. I'm having fun. on my
GG's,
first
everybody.
voyage.
GG's, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed today's session.
That was really fun.
Yeah. Thanks
It
for the
was.
session.
Thanks for bringing the tears.
Of course.
Yeah, thanks for making everybody cry.
We are going to take next week off.
Okay.
And we will meet back August 6th.
Yay.
Let me put that in the Discord. Session 36. Title TBD. Thursday, August 6th. 26.
The next episode is going to be titled Accidental Brain Fry.
Sure.
I want to talk to Sage.
Get in line, buddy. She's
I think-
not familiar.
You very much though.
I know, but it'd be fun.
I just
Anyways.
want it to happen that
Break
Sage comes back while Araneth is bothering Silia and she just scoops him up in her mouth.
I like that idea. Oh, welcome back, Sage. I've been meaning to talk to you.
We'll find out eventually
Nice.
where Sage was. Mayhaps. I don't know.
Eventually, no. Next session, bro. I need my cat back.
The fuck? No.
Yeah.
There's a good chance we're not going to see Sage until if we all make it back from Teziir.
Sage would not let Silia go into enemy territory unprepared, bro.
Not by
I mean, she
choice.
kinda
Went to
did.
Barovia.
She also knew we were traveling to Teziir. She didn't know we were traveling to Barovia.
Sure, whatever you say. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. You guys have a great rest of your Thursday. I'm gonna head out. Bye-bye.
Goodbye,
forever.
GGs,
Bye
everybody.
forever. Stream. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. I will be back tomorrow with more Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And then I have the weekend off. There will be no D&D on Sunday. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. But again, thank you guys for being here. You guys have been amazing. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.